Picture a man walking through the crowded, dusty streets of ancient Rome. He limps heavily, his leg twisted and broken, a permanent reminder of a master's cruelty. He owns nothing. He has no last name, only the name Epictetus, which literally means acquired or bought. To the world, he is a piece of property, a tool with a voice. But as he speaks to the crowds gathered around him, it becomes clear that this slave is more free than the emperor himself. How can a man in chains be free? How can someone who has suffered the ultimate humiliation possess a mind of such profound tranquility? The story of Epictetus is not just a historical curiosity. It is the ultimate medicine for the modern soul. It is a guide for anyone who feels trapped by their circumstances, their past, or their fears. Epictetus was born into slavery, and for much of his life, his body belonged to a man named Epictetus, a brutal official in the court of Nero. One famous legend tells us that one day, his master began twisting Epictetus's leg in a fit of rage. Epictetus remained perfectly calm and said, "You will break it." When the bone finally snapped, Epictetus didn't scream or beg. He simply looked at his master and said, "Did I not tell you it would break?" This wasn't an act of defiance. It was a demonstration of a revolutionary discovery. Epictetus had realized that his master could break his leg, but he could not break his prohairesis, his faculty of choice, his inner will. He understood that while he could not control what happened to his body, he had absolute agency over how he judged what happened. This is the heart of Stoicism, and it is the key to your inner liberty. He taught a principle known as the dichotomy of control. It is remarkably simple, yet it has the power to heal every anxiety you carry. He said, "Some things are up to us, and some things are not up to us." Most of our suffering comes from trying to control the things that are not up to us. The opinions of others, the weather, the economy, the mistakes of our past, or the inevitable onset of sickness. When we tie our happiness to these external things, we become slaves. We give our power away to a world that does not care about us. Epictetus challenges you to reclaim that power. He asks you to draw a line in the sand. On one side are the externals, the things you cannot change. On the other side is your mind, your opinions, your intentions, and your reactions. If you focus only on what is up to you, you become indomitable. No one can frustrate you. No one can hurt you. And you are never truly a victim. Why do we feel so overwhelmed today? It's because we are addicted to controlling the uncontrollable. We scroll through social media, seeking the approval of strangers. We worry about a future we haven't reached. We are like the slave who is physically free but mentally shackled to the judgment of the crowd. Epictetus reminds us that no man is free who is not master of himself. True freedom isn't the ability to do whatever you want. It is the ability to be okay no matter what happens. Imagine applying this to your life right now. Think of the thing that causes you the most stress. Is it up to you? If it's your boss's mood, it's not. If it's your own effort and your reaction to that mood, it is. By shifting your focus, you find an immediate sense of control. You stop fighting the wind and start adjusting your sails. This is the art of inner liberty. The realization that your character is the only thing that is truly yours. Later in life, Epictetus was granted his freedom and became a teacher. Students traveled from across the empire to hear the former slave speak. They didn't come to learn how to become rich or powerful. They came to learn how to be invincible. He taught them that the world is a stage, and we are just actors. We don't choose the role we are given, whether we are a king or a beggar, but we can choose to play that role with dignity and excellence. Healing begins when you stop being a beggar for external rewards. If you seek happiness in things outside yourself, you will always be waiting for permission to be happy. But if you find your worth in your own integrity and your own choices, you are already free. You are the emperor of your own internal citadel. As you move forward, remember the man who stood with a broken leg and a calm heart. When the world tries to diminish you or when life throws a challenge your way, ask yourself, is this up to me? If the answer is no, then let it go. Focus on the one thing that is yours, your mind, your will, and your peace. Build your empire of the spirit, for in the end, as Epictetus proved, the only chains that can truly hold you are the ones you forge in your own mind. Break them, and you will walk free forever.